Hello everybody and welcome back to the new VR news. As always, I am Mateo311 and this is your one channel for everything VR related. Today we have a whole bunch of upcoming games to go over, a special look into Valve's development history, which included a $5,000 headset, and pre-orders for the upcoming HP Reverb G2 are now available. So let's not waste any time guys, let's jump right into this. So I'm going to start things off with some bittersweet news. The Super Hot team is releasing Mind Control Delete in just 3 days. And if you already own Super Hot, well then you'll get this title for free. But unfortunately, it's only available on flat screen and the team has no plans to bring it to VR. Sorry guys, I am just as disappointed as you are. So next up in some happier news, Dr. Beef, the modder who brought Half-Life and the original Doom to the Oculus Quest, is at it again, this time with Return to Castle Wolfenstein. Now just like the other two mods, you will need to own the PC version of the game, but luckily you can pick it up on Steam for only $4.99 right now. The game was originally released back in 2001 and sits at overwhelmingly positive up on Steam, and this is now the most modern title to receive this type of mod support. Doom was originally released in '93 and Half-Life in 1998, so as long as it runs okay, this should be an excellent experience. I played through Half-Life on my Oculus Quest and absolutely loved it. So next up we have some upcoming new releases, one of which you guys have been clamoring for. Obviously it's Five Nights at Freddy's. The wait is almost over, as this title will be available on the Oculus Quest just 3 days from now on July 16th. So before you know it guys, you will be up to your motion controllers in animatronic jump scares. I personally don't think I can handle this title and I'm gonna have to pass. Another title coming to the Oculus Quest this week is Layers of Fear. Layers of Fear has you take on the role of a painter whose mental state is declining. It's full of jump scares and outright creepiness, and the flat screen version of this game remains burned in my memory for giving me one of the worst jump scares in my entire life. Just a tip guys, if something says don't turn around, do not turn around. This is another game I'm not really looking forward to experiencing in VR. So next up, we got a release date for a title that's definitely more my style. And this is Vertigo Remastered. We knew the game was coming, we just didn't have a confirmed release date, but now we do, and it is July 21st. Now I usually describe this game as Half-Life meets Rick and Morty. The game design is inspired by the original Half-Life titles, but it has this additional level of quirkiness. I was extremely impressed for the demo of the upcoming Vertigo 2 title, and during the process of that development, they stated that they would be remastering their original title, bringing over those technical upgrades they made for the next game. If you're looking for more information on this game, I will absolutely cover it in the near future. So last up in the game news, the 2017 VR murder mystery experience, The Invisible Hours, is coming to the Oculus Quest. The game is a classic whodunit with a motley crew of characters such as the world's most famous actress, the butler, and of course a convicted murderer. You get to move around freely as an invisible spectator and try to unravel the mystery of who killed Nikola Tesla. This game was well received when it originally released on PC VR, and it's an easy recommendation for fans of virtual experiences or just murder mysteries. Okay guys, let's move into the software news with an example of what makes VR so special. The virtual universe Neos VR always has some pretty insane modding going on. I've previously covered a collection of Neos VR mod tools designed to bring classic role-playing experiences like Dungeons & Dragons to life, with the added benefit of simulating a tabletop, then being able to actually jump into that world. So when the real world and virtual worlds begin to blend together, the end product, just like the clip I'm showing, could be pretty mind-blowing. This is the Evolver engine for Neos VR, which basically allows you to simulate a cell phone in-game. As VR worlds evolve, their connection to the real world will become more deeply ingrained. We've seen this concept explored in many sci-fi shows, including the recent and fantastic Amazon's TV show Upload, but just stop and think about it for 1 second. Most of us working from home these days are already connecting to voice over IP calls on a daily basis. It's not a big leap to carry that voice over IP call into a virtual world, or even visit a virtual Amazon store. Ready Player One, here we come. So next up, we got some really interesting insight to Valve from the recently released interactive storybook, Half-Life Alyx: The Final Hours. It's a really unique look into the past 10 years of development at Valve. It's littered with stories such as cancelled Half-Life titles, and also a cancelled $5,000 VR headset, codenamed Vader. That's right, before the Index, Valve was really planning to go big or go home. Now I wish I could say there are some huge revelations here, but all we really end up with is a few teasers. We do know that a small team has been working on a super secret project since 2018, and that Valve does have some future hardware plans, but what they are, we have no idea. Now, if I had to speculate, some of that new hardware will be centered around wireless VR. Gabe has mentioned they are looking into wireless technologies, and I honestly think they're just waiting for Wi-Fi 6E to become available. In terms of that team working on a secret project, well, Valve has also previously stated they were working on 3 VR titles. We've only seen one of them. Now, I don't want to spend too much time speculating, but I know some people still believe Valve is working on a VR Left 4 Dead. And these do happen to be the same people that were predicting a VR Half-Life title, but we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Now, I don't think Valve needs to make a new headset anytime soon. VR hardware is currently at the state of it's good enough. Now we just need more software. And they've just recently collaborated with Microsoft and HP on the HP Reverb G2, which just so happens to be available for pre-order right now. If you're not familiar with the HP Reverb G2, it's the latest Windows mixed reality headset coming to market, and it looks to be the new best option for people who either want to avoid Facebook or don't want to spend $1,000 to get a Valve Index. Now, the only person I know who has one on hand and has performed any testing is MRTV. He's already released multiple videos on the HP Reverb G2 and even did a live stream where he answered your questions. So if you are curious about this headset, that is the channel to go to right now. But to summarize his videos, he holds this headset in very high regard. The image quality is currently unmatched. Colors, black levels, and the overall resolution are top notch. Tracking is also greatly improved over older Windows mixed reality headsets. Occlusion is no longer a problem at all, and the tracking quality of the Reverb G2 can easily compete with other inside-out tracking solutions like the Rift S and Oculus Quest. So if you were looking to get a new headset, you now have a fantastic new option. Now, there is no official release date just yet. It is releasing in the fall, and you may have seen release dates from certain retailers, but HP has said nothing is official just yet. Okay guys, that was today's new VR news. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. Okay, I'll see you on next time.